So here we are for the next ballpoint pen picture video. Let's have a look at some basic strokes. I'm going to show you how to apply them, the way to apply them, and anything else that I can think of. Now I feel sure that you may have seen some of this before in other tutorials by other YouTubers, but there's not that many about, and some of them can be a little bit difficult to understand, to be fair. So I'm going to show you very basically how we can get started with this. Okay, so what we require is different strokes. So what's the first and most fundamental stroke? It is the hatching. So hatching is basically that. Okay, now you can do it like that if you really want to, but the way to do it, that I do it, is like this. Now you can see that's getting me a very fine feathered type of line, and the closer I go together, the better that will become. And that is just hatching. Now you do need to build up on this, but that's for another video. What's the second basic stroke that we would use? Cross hatching, which is this. There's your hatching. There is your cross hatching. You can go in whatever direction you like. So that's cross hatching. So again, I'll show you how we do this. I apply this when I'm doing it. It's like this. Hatching all the way along, and then cross hatching. And you can see how it's starting to build up a darker colour. From there to there, you can see how it's building a darker colour. What's another stroke that we can use? We are looking at small circles or small half moons. I don't use this very often. I find this one quite difficult myself, but it's small half moons, and you can see how that's building up a texture as well. So it's basically that, and you just keep going over and over. Another stroke that we can use is stippling. This is just for very small detailed areas where you might use it. So you can see how that's starting to build up texture. You wouldn't want to do a whole picture like this, but there are times when you use this in your ballpoint pen pictures. So there's 4 fundamental strokes. There's a few others. They get a bit more complicated. So it's like the contoured hatching. You'd probably be more likely to use that in some hair areas or something like that if you were doing a portrait. So what we've got the hatching, we've got the cross hatching, we've got the little half moons, we've got stippling, and we've got contour hatching. There are others, but we don't need to know them yet. Here's how you hatch. I'm going very quickly. Sometimes I might go perhaps a little bit slower like this and move along. But you can see how I get varying tones even just from hatching. You go all the way along and then come all the way back over to get varying tones all the way through. And if I go a bit lighter here, can get lighter tones. And all this varies on your pen as well. So you can see how that's now becoming smooth. So I'll go into that in more detail next time. So I hope that's whet your appetite, and until then, just a very short, small tutorial on ballpoint pens, and until then, I'll see you next time. Take care for now. Bye.